Hi, I'm Tarika Underwood. My GTC programming area is computer programming, which I'm starting to regret now that finals are coming up. My central theme of my presentation is video games and how important they are when it comes to programming and other aspects of life. I'm going to be reviewing 3 videos which I watched on TED.com. They are related to the subject. The first video title is called Why I Brought Pac-Man to MoMA. It's by Paola Antonelli. I thought the video was very deep. She was a deep presenter and very informative. I actually liked some of the things she said. The purpose of her presentation was she was talking about how she mixed interactive design and modern museum art, which interactive design is basically video game design. I actually laughed a little bit when she was talking about some of the reactions she got to doing this. She also talked about the negative criticism she received. So some people appreciated it and some people thought it was just a waste of time. But overall, her proudest moment was when she introduced Pac-Man into the modern museum, which I enjoy myself because I think Pac-Man is a classic. But from reviewing her video, I thought it was a very great video. I got lost a little bit in the middle of it, but once she started talking about video game violence, yeah, I got back on track then. But anyway, overall, she was just talking about video games being a form of art. And in my opinion, they are. She said they're the most purest form of interaction, which in reality they are for adults and for children. The next video is called, hold on, I'm not going to black out on this, Your Brain on Video Games, which I enjoyed this one too. The presenter's name was Daphne Bevelier. Let me just start out by saying Daphne is a brain scientist, so I had to really pay attention to understand everything she was saying. I thought she was a little too serious. You know, it's kind of hard to hold the audience attention if you don't laugh just a little bit. She was very informative. I didn't know 70% of adults age 33 play video games. Here I am thinking only kids play video games when adults do also. Other thing she taught me is that video games actually improve your brain reaction time. The rumor was video games were distracting and not good for you, and they cause you to be slow. But actually a healthy dosage of video games can help you see a lot better. It improves your vision. It also improves your brain reaction time. So overall, video games are very important in life, from what I learned from her presentation. The last video was called, Are Games More Important Than Life? This is by David Perry, and I'm just going to be honest. Out of all the presenters that I watched, David was my favorite. He was very comical. He made fun of himself. He made fun of a lot of things, and I think his comedy kind of kept you intrigued throughout the entire presentation. Some of the things he talked about included the first video game ever invented, which I was amazed to see that. He also talked about his earlier days in coding, in which he created the Terminator, Ninja Turtles, and the Matrix. Now, if it's true and he really did create these games, he's not only my favorite presenter, he's my hero because I love those games. And basically, when it comes down to it, I felt like he was very clear, very descriptive, and as I mentioned, he was a comedian, so he kept you involved. So I loved his video the most. And he also talked about how important video games pretty much are, especially in the money aspect, how lucrative they are for programmers and the people that play them. So that's a very important aspect of our life. Not just kids and adults play them just the same. So all 3 videos helped me understand that video games are important to life, in every aspect of life. Paoli talked about how video games are a form of art. Daphne talked about how video games actually improve the mind and your vision. And David talked about just all around in life how important they are when it comes to technology, be it be money-wise, programming-wise, all together. So hopefully you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching.